Hi folks, most of you know me. My name is Hanna Gillas. I'm the head football coach and now an assistant track coach here at the school, as well as a math teacher. Before I start talking about Connor, I want you to take a look again at the University of Redlands, Linfield, Abilene Christian, Willamette. All four of these folks have put up numbers as far as the GPA that they are not athletes, they are student athletes. And the student part always comes first. And that's one of the things we try to instill in our players and our athletes and our students. They work hard on and off the field, but they put the job in the classroom to get them this opportunity. So I hope that does not go without recognition. The student part always comes first, because the athletics at some point, you're gonna have to hang up the cleats or the shoes and the athletic wear, and all that knowledge that you folks have soaked in is gonna come through. So I'm just as excited to see where your path goes here on the athletic fields and courts. I'm just as excited to see where you guys go in 4 years after your college years are done. So with that, we had an interesting year this year where we started the year, our first team meeting, we were like, how many of you have started looking at our varsity team? How many of you have started a varsity game? We had 3 out of 37 kids raise their hand. And for that reason alone, you have to step up. And one of the things we always talk about is how athletics and sports and football teaches you things that you're going to carry on forward. We always preach about how it teaches sacrifice, hard work, setting goals, and all this stuff. And one of the things I really want to talk about, I mean, all those things, I mean, Connor exemplified. He knew what he wanted. He put in the work to get there, and that's something he's going to carry forward. But for me, the biggest thing one of the things that we always talk about with our athletes about what an extracurricular athletic event can do for you is it teaches you how to overcome adversity. And those of you that know Connor's story know the adversity he's overcome. And he hasn't just overcome it, he's freaking killed it. And his future is bright and excited for him. So to see, look at where he was 4 years ago to where he is now and what he's got, the future he's got going forward. I didn't teach anything about overcoming adversity to Connor. The one thing I want to do is thank him, because you taught me how to overcome it. So that I'm appreciative. So. Mad respect for that. So I'm not going to talk a lot. I want to make sure everybody else gets their turn. I'm excited to see the path that all 4 of you take. I'm excited to see where you go down the road, and I'm just very proud to have been a small part of the journey on the field, in the classroom, for all you guys. So thank you very much. Folks, this is Connor.
Thank you, Cody.
Hello, I'm here with Connor, who has just signed to play football at University of Redlands. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
How long have you been playing football?
I've been playing football probably since 5th grade, but I had to take a break my 8th grade and freshman year, but I came back my sophomore year and I decided I want to play in college probably after my junior year. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And what drew you to University of Redlands, right?
Oh, just definitely the location. It was beautiful. It's a really quiet campus, but you can drive wherever, like LA or San Diego. So, yeah, I can't wait.
Cool, thank you, congrats.
Thanks.
Again, congratulations to all of you guys. Coach Gunther said, great effort. The great thing with Hanna is a few years ago we had the opportunity to start a girls wrestling program here at Wilsonville, and Hanna was one of the first ones in the room. And as a part of that, as she's moved through, she's been the first a lot of things. She's won her first tournament, first girl to win a tournament, and now she's going to be our first girl or woman to go wrestle in college. What a great thing to Coach Burke said, that to be a pioneer. And she's also a great leader. Talk about leadership, and Coach Gunther mentioned those additional skills that kids bring. This year we get going in the room and I tell Hanna, hey, get warmed up. And she start marking at them, getting them going and getting them working. I get to hang out with her in my classroom several times a week, and she's a good student. And she's fun to joke around with and have a good time, and she works hard in the classroom as well. And so we, in the wrestling program, all the coaches texted me today and said, make sure we comment on what a great student and what a great kid and how cool she is to be around. And we are super excited to watch her wrestle in the next few years at Wilsonville and see where her career takes her. Her work ethic's going to go a long ways, and I think the ceiling for Hanna in wrestling is still way up there. So congratulations, and we look forward to seeing her wrestle.
Thank you, Coach. Yeah, that's signature.
Hello, I'm here with Hannah, who has just signed to wrestle at Linfield University. First of all, congratulations. And how long have you been wrestling?
3 years.
Nice. And what drew you to Linfield?
Just the coaching staff. I'll get to be wrestling under Alyssa Lampy, who is a 3-time world bronze medalist and Olympic qualifier. So
That's awesome.
the coaching staff, the community, and just kind of the environment was
Cool.
yeah.
Thank you so much and congrats.
My name is Scott Thompson. I'm a head volleyball coach here at Wilsonville High School. You might notice the volleyball banner back there, and for those of you that were at Sophia and Sidney Bowen's signing, I referenced it as well. Last time we'd won, before this Ashli and her class got on campus, last time we'd won a volleyball NWAC championship was 2007. I mean, these guys were in short pants back then. I mean, it was a long time ago. And then we won 4 straight with this class. And so it speaks a lot to the caliber of player that came in and just really kind of buying into what we're trying to do and have done a fantastic job. So I give a lot of credit to Ashli, Tatum, Sophia, Sydney, Hannah, Sydney, all those seniors that won 4 NWAC championships in a row. Importantly, Ashli's in an elite class of very few high school athletes around the country who had never lost a league game. We lost twice, once last year, once the year before to LaSalle. She was injured for one, she was at a national qualifier tournament for the other. But I can't think of anybody else who has never lost a league game. And so Ashli, 4-year starter, just really tremendous. So I didn't want to forget anything, and like Sophia says, I'm a numbers guy, not a words guy, so I wrote some stuff down. Okay, so awards, I mean, we can talk about all kinds of awards. I mean, let me just kind of, on the front end, she was a first team All-League player as a freshman. That's hard to do. And then she won a ton of awards throughout her career. Culminating in first team All-State, first team All-Tournament, Player of the Year in the championship game, and 5A Co-Player of the Year. And you know how difficult that is to get those kind of awards, not just all the stuff she won this year. I think we should be hanging a banner, by the way, for Gatorade Player of the Year for her, but that's another story. Just really, really outstanding player. I wanted to tell 3 quick stories, and then kind of close with a couple other comments. So first off, before our freshman year, we had an open gym, and our old, did I just lose it? Is my time up? I've expired my time. Okay, so I'm just gonna yell. This is what I do in the gym anyway. Yeah, exactly, this is what I do. Okay, so before freshman year, we had open gyms, and the head coach at the time was a guy by the name of Nathan Blankenship. He's like a 6'5", middle blocker. He played professionally, internationally, and he's going, Scott, I know Ashli's gonna be good. We saw her hit some balls in warm-ups, but I'm gonna go block and see if she can read the block and hit either down the line or cross court. So he goes and blocks line, and Ashli crushes the ball cross court. Now granted, she was like 14 years old at the time. She was an incoming freshman. And then he goes, okay, that's fine. Anybody can hit cross court. So he blocks her cross court, and she pounds the ball down the line. And it was awesome because I love Nathan to death, but he prides himself on his blocking, and she just beat him twice, like as a 14-year-old. It was great. Second, this is kind of more of a personal story. My oldest daughter, Lexi, played 4 years here. She was 4-year varsity starter, a couple years first team All-League, so she could play. And she was kind of like Ashli, a little bit, not the tallest outside hitter you're gonna get, but jumps pretty well and hits hard. So I said, hey, Lexi, you gotta come watch Ashli play. This girl is good, she reminds me a bit of you. And so she comes to one of the early games, and after the game, she's like, Dad, she is so much better than I ever was. And I'm like, Lexi humility is not a strong suit for her, so for her to say that, it's like the greatest compliment you can get, Ash, from my daughter, Lexi. And then lastly, one of the things that I greatly appreciated about you was your humility and your willingness to ask for help and get better when we need to, or when you needed to. So we were playing LaSalle here, I think it was this year, and LaSalle's a good team, and they have a couple of good players, a couple of good blockers, and they made an adjustment after we killed them in the first set to put one of their big blockers, like 6'2" gal, 6'1", 6'2", however tall she was, to block on the right side, to block Ashli. She normally plays in the middle of the other side. And so Ashli got blocked a time or two or something like that. It was just, struggling to produce some points. And a lot of players would just say, hey, you know what, I'm just going to kind of fight through this, keep getting me sets, this kind of thing. She came up to me and said, hey, Scott, how should I beat her? How should I get around this block, this kind of thing? So we made a few adjustments. Ashley made a few adjustments, and we won that match in a great 5-set match because of some of the adjustments she made. And it's not to say that I was some great coach or came up with something earth-shattering. It's to talk about Ashley's humility and always wanting to get better and always wanting to be the best she can for herself as well as for her teammates. So that really showed a lot to me. Because a lot of players, are like, especially at that level, are like, I can do this on my own. Not Ash. She'll ask for help. She wants to get better. So I guess to close, Abilene Christian University would be lucky to have Ashli just as a player, but what they're getting is a humble, hardworking, driven, good student, great athlete, fantastic teammate. There's some other things that I could say, but she really just epitomizes the student athlete that Adam was talking about, and so I'm super proud of her. Can't wait to see, I'm going to be following Abilene Christian volleyball now, so I can't wait to see how it goes going forward, and just congratulations.
Hey guys, my name's Hanna Gillas. I'm Ashli's club coach, and I've had the privilege of watching Ashli play since she was a freshman, played for another club, and her senior year she decided to come over and play for us, which we were super thankful for. She's just a privilege to coach. She's a privilege to have in the gym every day. At the beginning of the season, she said she wanted to play Division I volleyball and wanted to be in Texas. So looked at a number of different schools. A few of them just weren't the right fit, and she ended up finding Abilene Christian, which after meeting the coaches in Kansas City, she fell in love with. And it just ended up being a perfect fit. And everyone knows how good of a volleyball player she is. That you can watch, you can see. What people probably don't know, if you don't play with her, is how good of a teammate she is, and what kind of a person she is. And that, to me, is what I am most proud about. The fact that she's the only person that we allow to talk in the huddle says something, and is pretty special. So Ashli, we are so proud of you. Congratulations, and we can't wait to watch what you do with next time.
Okay, hello, I'm here with Ashli, who has just signed to play volleyball at Abilene Christian. First of all, congratulations. And how long have you been playing volleyball?
I've been playing for about 5 years.
Nice. And what drew you to Abilene Christian?
I love the location and then just like the school itself.
Nice. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay, good job. We're just going to take
I actually saw Johnny Carson like 20 years before you guys were even alive. It's not a very pretty looking creature, but it's me. I'm going to give a little advice again for the four of you, just like I did when we started. We're here to celebrate what you guys have done, what you're doing. But you guys, before you guys say goodbye to everybody in here and you go off to school, make sure you guys say thank you, because this is also a celebration for you folks. The time that everybody in this room has done, committed to these folks, and supporting and giving them their undivided love and attention and support, it's a great thing. And they wouldn't be sitting there without that. From teammates to parents to brothers to sisters to grandmas. So in football, we always, there's a really good story around in that life a lot, it's family. And it's a family within a family, it really is. And we always tell our guys at the very beginning of the year, it's like, if you don't mean that, that's a powerful word. If you don't mean that, you need not say it. Okay, we don't have to break with that, we can break with something else. But this year's group was the epitome of a family. And we can't do the things we do without support from you folks as well as the teammates. The Sanfords are unique bunch, okay? Because when you say family, we've got Mom, who's been a part of our booster touchdown club, booster club forever. We've got Dad, who's been taking pictures on the sideline for years. We've got Sister, who joined our varsity football program this year as a manager. And we've got Keenan, who, well, he's a player. So, but no, if I had to pick one thing about Keenan that I want to highlight for all of our athletes, if you can model yourself after somebody, I want you to model yourself after Keenan for what he's done throughout his high school career. We preach, okay? I don't want football players. I want athletes. I want somebody who's going to play football in the fall, basketball, wrestle in the winter, track, baseball in the spring, and then in the summer, do it all. Too often are we specializing in one sport or another sport or another sport, and you're missing the high school sports of the power and the lessons you learn. You never know your path, do you, Keenan? Keenan was a baseball guy, and I'm ecstatic he's a baseball guy, and I hope you get that opportunity that will land with you play both sports. Football was not even really a thought your freshman year, was it? Or your sophomore year. You don't know your path. You don't need to choose when you're a freshman or a sophomore. Don't limit yourself to one arena. And by Keenan working hard, sacrificing, leaving his options open, his future's taking another path for the next 4 years. And that's exciting. And again, I'm glad to be a part of that. I'm glad if anybody, if I could have our freshmen sit down to talk to anybody, I want to talk to the Keenan. If Keenan will tell them, hey, this is what you need to do, this is how you need to work, this is how you need to act, this is what you need to do in the classroom, this is how you need to treat athletics. So it's been an honor, a privilege, and down the road in 4 years, once you get out, come back and I'll do a coaching job for you. Okay? Keenan.
Hello, I'm here with Keenan, who was just signed to play football at Willamette University. First of all, congratulations. How long have you been playing football?
I believe I've been playing for 10 years.
What drew you to Willamette University?
You know, what I looked for the most in the school was their culture, and I really felt that with the coaching staff there. They instilled a really good culture and came to my house on 2 separate occasions to come talk to me, so that was really cool.
Cool, thank you so much and congrats.
Yeah, of course.
Outtakes.
We're good?
What?
It is Wednesday, isn't it? It is, yeah.